Welcome to a lonesome session in the world of Greyhawk. Today I want to start perhaps an adventure, but nothing attached to it, so no expectation. So I just wanted to try myself out in this solo RPG thing. And as you can see here, I'm using the world of Greyhawk as a basic setting. I don't explain now in detail, I can do it perhaps afterwards, so it's just old school setting for D&D. And the rules I want to play are also the old Back Me D&D rules in its reiteration, as you can see here now. I have bought this book and printed them for me out. And this is Player's Tome. It's basically Back Me D&D with a little bit more of AD and D stuff that's jumped into it. We will see it on the go. So basically, Player's Tome. This is written by Kevin MacLeod, and you find this under BX Essentials. And really great iteration, really detailed out layout, like fitting stuff on one page or two, and sorted out cleanly. Awesome. So, and besides a player's handbook, of course, you need also a DMG guide, and this is here called Referee's Tome. With your monsters and magic items and stuff like this. So, first off, we need a character, and every character somehow starts with his stats. And don't expect much. I have even not a character sheet, or just in DIN A, we say in German A5 page, like graph paper, and we start with rolling the attributes. So perhaps it's not super strict according to the rules, so I have the approach, and you find it in these old systems, like use the rules as guidelines, not as strict rules that blocks you from your imagination. Make your stuff out of it. So let me see. There's strength, right? So, and we roll with 3d6 top to down. So what strength does this character have? Let's see. Okay, this is a 9. Okay. So, next is the intelligence. Let's see. Now, let's roll down. 8, 9 also. Next is the wisdom. Be great to have some additional hit points, perhaps. This looks better. 13. This is wisdom, so forget this about the hit points. Let me see how what comes next. Dexterity and constitution. So dexterity. 8. And constitution. 10. And the last one is your charisma. 5, 9. So this would be my stats. Like a kind of nearly under average 9 to 12 you can count as average strength, intelligence, a little bit higher in wisdom, lower side dexterity, constitution, so pretty average. And I'm kind of thinking if I give him a reroll basically, because I don't know, there's one roll that's just a little bit over 10, like wisdom. Okay, but let's see what I could play a character here. Yeah, it could be a cleric. No, I think it's doable. I could even play a bard. No, I could not play a bard, as you can see here. These are, depending on the class, the minimum requirements you need for some class. So let us flip through. Dexterity 9, I'm out. I cannot play a barbarian. I could play an assassin, but with a dex of 8. Okay, acrobat, no. I want simple kinds like thief. So I just thought of it. Perhaps it's a cleric. I would go with a cleric. Yeah, a simple man in the favor of God. So, cleric. And he starts with level 1. Right? And yeah, we just do really plain, easy character creation. So the next thing I'm interested in are the hit points. I think I just give him the max for first level, for his class on first level. So he has 6 hit points. Right? And yeah, why not think about giving him already some goals? So I know this from the rules, so you just roll basically 3d6 also. This are now 16 by 10, multiplied by 10. So this character has now 160 gold pieces. So, and from this, I would say I buy him some stuff. So let us see. So what could we use here? Let's see. Equipment 49. So I just leave it open that you can see this. Or let's see what we can perhaps buy there. So I'd buy a rope. A rope of 50. It's 1 gold piece. A lantern. 10. Holy water. 25. Garlic. Somehow I got a feeling what could happen. Of course, a backpack. Right, a holy symbol. Of course, he needs a holy symbol. So, water skin. Let us see. Wolf's Bane. This herb can be used to repel lyncotropes. The creature must be... Oh, why not? Perhaps this has something to do with the upcoming adventure. Wolf's Bane. And this costs 10. Lantern oil. 3 oils, I would say. 2 oil 3 times, and then we are at 6 gold pieces. So let us see what a cleric can use for weapons. Any, including shields, any blunt weapon. Yeah, so you can use any armor, including shields, and any blunt weapon. And I would argue that depending on what armor he takes and what weapon, this would somehow define his kind of deity. Right? So let us see where we can find the weapons. Okay. So you can see here, weapons with prizes. Club. So he could be a cleric of St. Cuthbert. And they are usually wearing a club. Yeah, but I give him a mace. And the mace costs 30. Mace, and I think 1d6, right? And now it's time for some armor. Yeah, I think some good better, not typically chainmail. So give him a leather. And this gives him here down below of 12. Oh, we played downwards, old school, so 7. right? And it's really easy. He has no dex bonus, so nothing to consider. Same for the mace, 1d6 damage. So let's see how many gold pieces are left over. 25, 50, 60, 70, 80, 110, 116, 17, 18, I think. So he has 42 left. Well, let's just double check me. 30, 40, 90, 100, 10, 11, 12, 18. Yeah, I think I'm correct. So, otherwise let me know. Okay, so he has some stuff left, but hey, give him some rations, right? Something to eat is perhaps a good way. Rations, 7-day. Iron rations, 1 gold piece. One. What? Ah, 15, sorry. So. And then we are at 27. So, our character, for now, looks like this. He's a cleric. He's somehow okayish prepared. Has a mace. Has a leather armor. And he's worshipping the god Cuthbert. So now let's start to think what he is doing there. In which situation he's currently in. And what I use for this is just a random word principle, like throw 1 or 2, 3 random words together, just to give some inspiration. And this word list is basically from the Mythic Game Emulator. Just look it up and I can provide also a link. So the basic idea here down below, I copied it from the PDFs I bought on Drive to RPG and put it in a text file. I basically roll on 2 D100 tables and come up with a name or 2 words, and I try to find some reason behind it. Alright, so let's do this. And it's percentile. So first row is 100, okay. Let's look it up. Believe me, first word is like change. Okay. This is basically on the table action, change, and now the subject, 81. Change, victory. Interesting. So let's determine the season. 1 winter, 2 spring, 3 summer, and 4 autumn. It's autumn. Is the character, what name can we give him? Let me think about this. I call him Delgor. Delgor. Brinhold. Okay, so he is called from now on and born into the world as Delgor Brinhold. Is he on the road somehow? Is he traveling from somewhere to somewhere? Or is he just residing somewhere, perhaps in his monastery? 1 to 3, he's on traveling, and 4 to 6, he is in his monastery. Ah, he's traveling somehow. Okay. Let us find a little bit out about his area where he comes from, right? Let me see. So in this book, Fantasy Setting, there's somewhere a map. Let me see if I find this here. So I can drill here a little bit down and show you a little bit of the card, a little bit more. So where are we want to play, on the left side or on the right side? 1 to 3 left, 4 to 6 on the right side. Okay, we focus on the left side. Do we stay on top, more in the north, or are we playing in the south somewhere? 1 to 3, north, rest, south. Ah, more in the south region. Okay, if you see this here now, just divide it a little bit more, like in this area somewhere, or here even down below. So same principle. So here somewhere. Okay. Let me see. So some of those kingdoms here. Let me see, I can just put autofocus on, then it would be a little bit more easier. Just a second. And yeah, I don't know if I get this here now. Yeah, here, autofocus. Ah, awesome, right? So we define somehow in this area here we are playing, right? So I don't know. So let us see, drill down a little bit more. So I would say we make it like the first letter of the kingdom, and we define this somehow randomly. Okay, so how to do this? Yeah, just take a book, right, like here the rules, and I just flip through them and point my finger somewhere, and this was a blank spot. So okay, so I defined here, I picked a spell, polarization, something with P, kingdom where P comes. So, the Yeomanry, Pomarj. So, this is here. Okay, what do we know about Pomarj? Is this the only... Yeah, I think. Let us read a little bit about Pomarj. Just a second, I have it here. So, Pomarj. Demi-humans none. Humanoids, orcs. And goblins. Resources, silver, electrum, gold, and gems. Let us read together. This rich peninsula was originally a collection of petty states under the protection of Prince Ulek. Not content with the status, the nobles of this area forswore the oath and drove out the garrisons of the sovereign castles, taking them for their own. For several decades, the Pomarj prospered under this new freedom. The mines in the Drachengrab and sea trade, making noble and commoner alike a rich blah 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 blah. Sorry for reading so badly. However, in the hateful wars, the combined Ulek states, with cooperation from the lunar and demi-humans from the colonies, broke the power of Euros and Jebli hordes, which had nested in the Lordness and were attempting to spread into the lands around. These humanoids were finally driven out and scattered, some fleeing northward toward the Yatils, but most, having wiser leads, taking to the Sus forest and thence to the rugged mountains of the Pomarj, or the Pomarj. Finding the humans there weak and indolent, the invaders attacked quickly, captured the strongholds, and then set themselves up as masters of the whole peninsula. Okay? There are undoubtedly renegade humans helping these invaders, and mercenaries as well, bought and paid for by the gold from the stone high mines and the moonstones and cairngorms. Okay, to see the last small stuff here. From the high peaks as well. A relief force of dwarves and men from the Prince crossed the Jewel River, but were turned back after a fierce battle below the hilly pastures. The humanoids have not often dared to cross into Ulek, but their raiders cause much trouble in the wild coasts. So this is basically a land somehow occupied by orcs and goblins, right? So a really harsh setting. The remaining people there living are, basically slaves for the orcs and goblins. So perhaps there's some orc chieftain or something like this. So, but let's come back to Delgor. And why Delgor is somehow on the road to Pomarj. Let us think. Change victory. Here's an important mission. Change victory. I don't know what this means, but what came in mind that he has some sort of letter. A letter for bandit lords. And this lord could potentially have the power to gather the weaker remaining human settlements and also minor bandit lords together to build a force against the orcish leader and king there. Yeah, this is the basic idea. So, it's autumn. Delgor leaves a forest. It's late afternoon. And before him he sees the wild, roughy hillland sloping down. Let's see what could possibly happen to him on the way. I think it's time for an encounter. And for this, let us see where we find this information. I think this should normally be here in the DM screen. Yep, let us see here. Let us roll together. 130. So, really nice, right? Counter tables. So, we are not in a dungeon currently. We are rolling on a wilderness encounter. Look up the results column in the table, okay? So, yeah, let's look up. And I would say it's not, it's a chance that he perhaps can encounter something there. Behind him, the dense forest. He came out from the northern lands, and before him, this hilly land sloping down. And he knows somewhere ahead, perhaps a few days, he will at some point reach the coast. I would say 1, 2, 3. Everything is fine. 5, 4, and 6. We roll for an encounter. Well, I think we roll for an encounter. So, and then we continue here on this page. 1d8. 1. So 1, 3, 5, and then a d20. Yeah, let's make it straight. Somewhere forest, somewhere hillland, somewhere in between. And we roll on hills, I would say. So here on the left side. Oh, this is a 4. Humans. Now let's look the table. And you can find it here down below. Right? So 1d20, the rules say. An 8. And what is an 8? Gnome. Okay, I write it down. So, let us perhaps roll again on this kind of name table from Mythic Game Emulator. So, 2 rolls. A 2. And a 66. Starting the first word. And what is 66? Starting fears. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Does he see the gnome, or does the gnome see him? 1, 2, 3. He sees the gnome. And 5 to 6. The gnome sees him. The gnome sees him. Hey, you! Suddenly, Delgor hears a voice somewhere from behind, and he sees a humanoid, manly creature, but smaller. And it takes him some time, but he recognizes him as a gnome. He wears some worn down leather clothes. He looks like he was long on the road outside. And he seems somehow happy to see someone. What's your name, friend? My name is Juldar. And what brought you here? To Pomarj? I was fleeing from a camp, from orcish raiders. And how far is this camp? Half-day travel. It's to the west, down the hills, in a forest. Okay, can I help you somehow? A little bit of water would help me. Of course, here. And Delgor offers some water. Okay, then we should not stay here on the road, right? Or at least not stand still and do nothing. Yeah. Thank you, human. Thank you for the water. We should go south to the coast. And there's a city. Which city? Emerald's Hill. And there are some humans there, resisting the orcish riders. If we will come to the city, we will be safe. Okay, then my friend, let's go. And the two decide to travel together to the south, to a city somewhere, where the last humans, or some of them, are resisting the orcish raiders. And yeah, here we make a break, and perhaps we will continue. Let's see. Thank you if you have watched this so far. Thank you very much.